guys, how's it going? Dexter here and welcome to this lesson. A little bit of a tom groove for you to try out, and it's just mainly going to be focusing on the right hand just playing the floor tom, but the left hand starting to move around a little bit more and get you out of this kind of, hey look at me, I'm playing the drums kind of sound. There's a lot more you can do with the drums. We usually see toms as like this is a drum fill thing. These are for fills, but no, you can create some really cool grooves on the toms. And again, grooves, fills, very kind of loose thing. You can have things that sound kind of like a bit of a fill and a bit of a groove. This is a bit kind of like one of them. You can use it as a variation. The whole point is making something that's repetitive that you can kind of nod your head along to, and with variations to stop it becoming boring, and this groove has a lot of that in it. So we're going to start with the right hand down on the floor tom. We're just going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'll just keep that ticking away. And then we're going to put a bass drum on the very first note. So bass drum and right hand together. And again, sometimes hard to hear because they're both very kind of mumbly type drums down there. So again, both of them together, bass drum and floor tom together, and then a right hand on its own. So together, right hand, and then we're going to have a snare in there as well with the left hand. So both hands together. So this is actually just your bog standard pop rock groove, bass and snare, but with the right hand down here. Bass and snare, sometimes just a little trickier. If you're really struggling to hear what's going on, you can just like hit the rim of your tom, bass and snare, just so you can hear that bass drum a little better. So bass and snare, and then we're going to go bass drum and floor tom, bass drum and floor tom twice in a row. So bass and snare, bass, bass, and then the interesting bit, the left hand is going to come up and play the rack tom, and it's going to be both hands together. So right and left playing 2 toms, and then a right hand on its own, and then both toms again. So together, right, together. And that puts those left hands in some funny places in the bar, not where you'd normally do them within a groove. So it's kick and snare, kick, kick, tom, right hand, tom, kick and snare, kick, kick, tom, tom. If I play it on the rim so you can hear it clearer. And it's just doing that with the right hand playing. And then when you speed that up, and if you've got lots of toms, you can move that left hand onto other things. You could start moving it onto cymbals. So you can see there's a lot of variations that you can do within there. It's just a case of playing around with it, but that's the initial groove for you guys to try out. And again, another way you can do it if you want to hear it clearly, I mean, you can go away from the tom grooves and just move your right hand to your ride cymbal and do the same thing with the left. Get a cool kind of, it's kind of like a world grooves type thing. So again, you can see how this develops into other stuff. It's just a case of trying it out, spend some time on your drums, set yourself a stopwatch and tell no one to interrupt you for like 20 minutes and just play around with this and see what happens, get excited about it and explore. It's really, really cool. I'm going to do a short solo now, just demonstrating this in a few different ways, giving you a few ideas of how you can use it. Before that, I just want to let you guys know though that my brand new course, the Offbeat Hi-Hat Syncopation Groove 1 course, is now available, looking at advanced ghost note and single bass drum placements. Sign up for channel membership if you want access to that and all of my other courses. Here we go. And there you go, guys. Have some fun with that. You guys take it easy. Check out the channel membership stuff if you're interested in all that. And I'll see you next time.